Yeah, I wrote this story when I was a teenager.
Oh, you're joking. You was a teenager?
No, but the interesting thing was not that I was a teenager, but I wrote a story called Legend of a Man Called Day. And over the years I realised that Day is me, you know. And of course he only lives one day. He's born, you know.
Right.
He's born with the dawn and he dies with the sunset. That was the little teenage conceit, you see. So I'll type it up and give you a copy. Would you like that? Then you'll see why I'm so interested in having a well, you see. Because there's a well in the end of this story. Yeah, it's very childish, but...
Right, we need that step ladder.
Right, step ladder. As you know, children can be like incredibly... where is it? Children can be incredibly creative and inspiring, can't they? With that innocence. Particularly when they get to your age, boys of 10 to 13, this sort of age, they are, in a way, they're masters of their own fate for a few years, and then they lose it with puberty, you know? But until puberty comes and knocks them sideways,
Reality.
yeah, they've really become masters of their situation. And then with puberty, the girls, well, you don't have any girls, do you? But that's when the girls become dominant. Yeah, I'll just go and borrow Terry's.
No, I trust my work.
No, I can do.
I reckon I can stand up on that.
Yeah. He's going up because he trusts his work. I think I better go and get Terry's step ladder, yeah?
If you can.
Okay.
Better.
Okay.
I could shoot along that then.
Yeah.
All them nice and tight.
Yeah. Now, just before I do that, I was just saying how I was dreaming of leaving that wall open, you see, looking out onto number 1 shed. But Dean is the one I have to listen to.
The architect and the builder.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah. What you have to remember with all these videos is, well, number 1, no one's going to watch them, but also they can be edited, so these long boring bits really don't matter. And the other thing is that with a video editor, I mean, I don't know if you can get a free one. This is actually Sichuan pepper. Yeah, we actually paid like 70 quid or something for our video editing software. This is what's left of the honeysuckle. This is the strawberry strawberry patch that caused all the argument that day with Mummy. These are all Mummy's beautiful flowers, and we now are borrowing Terry's stepladder. I'm sure he'd rather we did that than broke our necks, yeah. I'll get this paint out.
I'm losing pants.
Yeah, you are. He's sweating it off.
I need to.
Where is he? Can't find him. Go around this way. Ooh.
With diesel in there, mate. With diesel, we've got the full right band. You know, not a lot of people can do this, you know. You've got to be a descendant from the gods. God's son was a craftsman. So am I. So we must be closely related. But he didn't have them.
No nails in the creation. Just super glue. Spiderweb soup. Right, these pots of paint are going to leave the temple. They have done their work within the functioning of the atomic accelerator, and they've dried out tendrils of the bindweed. And we're going all the way down. Oops. We're going all the way down. To my little work area here. So I'm going to be getting the sledgehammer and smashing these pots and trying to get some fresh oil paint out of them. And then I'm going to be happy? Good, he's happy now. Then I'm going to be painting on these canvases. You see. We've got the baby chilies doing well in here. And in here we've got an ant's nest. Yeah, okay. Rafter. Right. What happens after the rafter?
Well, we've got to put
This one you want?
no, get that one there, Doug. That's shorter one.
Yeah.
We'll cut that. We'll cut that to 8 foot. 8 foot, he said.
After the rafter comes the laughter.
8 foot? 8? Garden gate? 8? Oh. Do I know what I'm talking about? Nah. But it works out. Right.
Yeah.
You ain't mugging me off here, are you?
About what?
Making me build a spare room so you can rent it out and earn money.
To Romanian refugees. That's what they do. That's what all of the Indians in Wembley are up to, I was told. I helped my friend Madhu Sankar come to this country. I mean, sort of, it wasn't exactly illegal. His girlfriend came, you know, on a student visa to train to be a nurse. His auntie had done this some years before and has been settled in Torquay ever since. But when I first met him in Sri Lanka, he had an England t-shirt, you know, England football t-shirt. And he's saying, "Oh, please, you help me to go to England." Ah. I said, I don't think I made any kind of promissory note. Law! That's a promissory note. I like it in here. Well, we went to collect him when he arrived. Mummy drove us up to the Heathrow
I think these will be strong enough.
Airport. Yeah.
They'll be strong enough like that. It's not. They ain't going to carry no weight, is it? So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Are you going to put ones this way?
They're all going to go this way.
Are they? Oh, okay.
Because. Right,
Yeah.
Look, see the shapes at the bottom?
Yeah.
Run them the same way.
Okay.
So we're going to put one here.
Yeah.
One on that joint. One there. One
Okay.
there. Job done.
Yeah.
They muck fat now, mate, aren't they?
Shall I finish telling you the story about Madhu Sankar arriving in this country?
Like that, with the 8 foot.
Yeah.
Just over a little bit. It's going to be a little bit over the back.
Yeah.
The water runs off away from the ship.
Yeah. Anyway, we went all the way to Heathrow to collect him. Because when Mummy and Tim came out to Sri Lanka when I was a monk, Madhu Sankar's family looked after them, and Mummy went to stay with Madhu Sankar's family. You know, and so it was a question of not repaying a debt, but you know, it's a nice thing. So, but we drove them, Madhu Sankar and his beautiful girlfriend, all the way back to Suffolk.
Yeah.
And then he realised when he opened his suitcase that he'd picked up an identical suitcase which belonged to somebody else. I mean, absolutely identical, but it belonged to somebody else. So I then had to ring up Heathrow Airport and explain, and you can imagine the person who was looking for their luggage was not happy. And so then, having made this great gesture of going to meet him and greet him on his arrival into this country, I then stuck them both on a bus to go back to Heathrow to sort it all out. I never saw them again. But I've been in touch on Facebook, whatever, you know. And he's done very well, but he went to work for Poundland or something in Wembley. And being a Sri Lankan, of course, he's not a great fan of Indian people. And he says, like, the Indian mafia are totally in control of all of the illegal immigration that's going on in Wembley. And they're building these sheds like this down the end of people's gardens, you know, to give some people somewhere to stay. And then, you know, and then they're basically slaves, aren't they?
Yeah.
You know, these people who arrive.
Yeah, once in desperate.
Because they're illegal.
Desperate people.
And they live in some shack at the end, you know, in like a dormitory. 10 people sleeping in a shack the size of this. I'm not calling your shed a shack, your shed's a temple. But you know what I mean. So is that what you're accusing me of?
I reckon.
Being a businessman?
I don't know.
I think you should know me better than that by now, Dean. I haven't got a businessman brain in my cell in my brain, or a brain in my cell.
I've planted the seed. You're going to be a rich man then.
We are going to be rich, but not because we're very clever at business,
Right.
but because we've got something that people want. They're going to say, "What's he on? I want some of that."
What's that bubble like in that back bit? See what that's like. Oh. Just a little nudge, so right, that'd be alright. One bracelet, yeah. Right, mark that, cut that. Bump it in. So we need to go out just a touch, so we want it
Time we get a close up.
on there. That's an estimation,
Yeah.
because it's got to go that way.
Okay, guesstimation.
A guesstimation and that sort of thing.
It's not a fubar.
It will be.
It will be.
Let's say it's a controlled disaster. But who cares, eh?
Yeah. It's a managed decline into chaos. It's just like the British ship of state, really, isn't it? At least Boris has got a dog. About time there was a dog in number 10 here.
Got to break that off, I think. Yeah, now it's right at an angle on that.
And Charlotte's gone to school. So the great British people have got something to be happy about this morning.
That will do, he said to himself, quite contently. Right. Them 2 pieces of wood.
Anyway, this wonderful programme I'm watching on telly.
I'm only putting him there because
Yeah.
ain't helping me.
But they had like whole hundreds of volunteer tradesmen doing these jobs, and here we just got Dean.
He's one of them people you carry on a building site that day.
It makes good TV though. We love watching people work.
Yeah.
In the name of charity. Charity. All for free, you know. Bugs are free. Not a penny. We haven't spent a penny.
Well, if you paint the Van Gogh, I want half the money.
Okay. It'll all be right in the end, won't it? The law of karma, cause and effect, is ultimately perfect, isn't it? Yeah.
You know, like a father says wise words to his son. My dad said, money ain't everything, son, but it comes in handy. So you got to remember. Remember that, you'll be alright.
And now you're a dad, you've got 2 boys to bring up.
Yeah.
Pass on these
I will say that to my
pearls of wisdom. Alright, my son.
Oh no, I need that. What's this going to go down? There we go, that's it. That's the one. Yay! We're getting there now, mate. I'll see you, butler.
So that's the end of my idea of a French window.
This is an independent structure that will serve you years of enjoyment.
I think it will actually. Look, folks, that is pretty sturdy.
Yeah, once we get the roof beams in, solid.
Woo!
Right. 2 short ones that we've already cut off. 2 bits, waste not one, whatever way it goes round.
Wish what? Wish what? Not what?
Oh, no.
Wish not what you don't want.
No,
what not. Wish what. You get what you wish for. Be careful what you wish for. Best wishes. Make a wish. We always put make a wish on the back of the envelopes on our birthday cards to the family. And so when they open the card, yeah, when they open the card, they're going to break the letters in half, you know.
Yeah.
Because we can't be with them to blow out a cake or anything.
That's it.
We could have they could have a view from a high angle. I could go even higher. Let's go up there.
You have another cup of tea, Doug?
Yeah, I'll go and make one.
Is that alright?
Yeah. You just want to crack on, don't you? Go with the flow. If I was brave, you see, if I was brave, I would stand on this stepladder and make an amazing shot. But I'm not good with heights. And look, it's really not very stable. I think, should I give that one a miss? Break my neck another day.
No, you're high enough. That'll do you.
Okay.
No one
Go and
makes
make a cup of tea. After all, I'm not an acrobat or, you know, these amazingly flexible people, circus performers and daredevils. Do you remember that, what was his name? Evel Knievel. You're of the right age for Evel Knievel, aren't you?
My dad built it in the kids' room
Really?
when he jumped the buses. Didn't know that, did you?
No.
Yeah, my dad, Brian Herbert, and Glenn Sachs, which is Ronnie Sachs' son, the one who done the great train robbery. Shusha, my brother-in-law, they all built it. And Chris Holton from Blackpool.
So he must have come over to this country then and jumped over a whole load of London buses.
Yeah.
So what did they build then?
Built a great big ramp
Yeah.
running up to the buses, and plus
Yeah.
a chicken ramp as well. One so like there'd be chickens out.
Oh, we don't hear about that one.
Yeah,
But he
did.
didn't chicken out, did he?
No, he done it, mate.
He was pretty amazing. All of them are amazing. I have a lot of respect for daredevils.
Well, you only did once. Might as well go. You're going to go out and start.
Yeah, glory. I mean, this is what Napoleon tapped into. I don't think Hitler did quite so well on that front, but I mean, his angle was more like collective shame, I think. trying to destroy, become Hyman, a 20th century version of Hyman from the Book of Esther.
94.
But where Napoleon was right is, you know, he activated this particularly masculine need for honour and glory. Yeah? I mean, this is your glory day, and I get a shed out of it, and you get the glory. So, you're an honourable one. Right, honourable. And you know, Saint Germain and all his angels are here to teach us how to be civilized. Right, honourable, civilized. What was humanity?